Welcome to We the Champz. I'm your co-host Jordan. Waiting for Jay. I don't know where Jay is at. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to We the Champz. And, we doing championships type of stuff.
Yep.
More specifically, today we're going to be going over the FIFA World Cup Championship. Got my man Jordan co-hosting today. He's the soccer specialist, analyst, whatever you want to call him.
And you give me too much praise, my guy.
I'm just a guy on We the Champz. You know what I'm saying? But, man.
Crazy tournament,
crazy game. I can honestly say that was the best. The FIFA Cup World Championship between Argentina and France was the best soccer game I've ever seen in my life. Can you agree, or how you feel about that?
So I don't even think you could put into words how great that game was.
Mm-hmm.
For it to be, the final, the passing of the torch possibly between Messi and Mbappe.
Mm-hmm.
Just Argentina and France possibly getting a second one back to back. First time that's ever happened since 1966. It was an incredible game. It lived up to the hype and then some. I was gripping the edge of my couch, shaking everything.
You were?
Oh my god.
Yo, I was texting y'all in the group chat
it was
shit.
It was unreal. I honestly don't think I could have been more excited even if I was truly Argentinian. I was there.
You would have cried.
Bro,
if you was Argentinian, you would have been crying.
Come on, now I'm American and I almost cried. Me
too, bro. You felt it. It was
I was. We've been waiting. I'm a big Messi supporter. You can see it here on the back of the shirt. But yeah, man. This was the one thing that people had over Messi in the GOAT debate, is that he never won anything internationally. And then in 2021 and 22, he got the Copa, he got the Finalissima, and he got the World Cup. There's nothing you could say. GOAT debate's over. I'm sorry. Sorry. It had to end like that.
And to end it like that. Yo, so for those of y'all who haven't seen the game, highlights or whatever, and are just watching We the Champz because you rock with We the Champz.
Oh, absolutely.
Let me give you a football analogy. So imagine it's a Super Bowl, and the Chiefs and the Eagles are in a Super Bowl game, and the Chiefs are up by 2 touchdowns with 4 minutes left. And, Patrick Mahomes are running the ball. Patrick Mahomes throws a pick 6. Oh, my gosh, a.k.a. that first penalty. Was it a penalty or a free kick?
It was a penalty.
In the box.
Yeah, it was a penalty. Yep.
So that's also being referred to as the penalty kick that Kylian Mbappe scored. All right, that happens. The short time left, 3 minutes and some change maybe.
Real quick.
What's up?
Man kicked the hell out of that ball.
Bro, it was...
Because keeper got to the right spot and couldn't do anything about it. My bad, I didn't even cut you off.
He touched it, right?
He touched it.
He touched it.
He got that fingertip on it. There's nothing you can do, bro. Absolutely not.
That was badass.
Yeah.
All right. So you're kicking the ball off as the Eagles. Now you're down by 1 touchdown. You onside, kick the ball, and you get it back. Bro, what?
And score immediately.
And then score immediately.
Yeah.
2 passes, end zone. All right, cool.
It was perfect.
Kansas City Chiefs get the ball back. A little bit of time left. What happens? They drive downfield. Mahomes does his thing. Touchdown. All right. You kick the ball off.
Another touchdown.
Off the kick return. That's exactly what happened.
Another touchdown.
In the FIFA World Championship yesterday. That was crazy. And then overtime goes to the final seconds, and the Kansas City Chiefs do what they got to do and nail it out and get the job done. And Mahomes is undoubtedly, a.k.a. Lionel Messi, the GOAT.
The GOAT. Just to watch that game, the back and forth was, unreal. There's just so much energy. Argentina was up 2-0.
That's a lot of football, man. That's 2 hours of running on the soccer field.
That's why, I look. Okay, I'm biased. Soccer's my favorite sport. I love football.
Mm-hmm.
I love football. I'm an American. I can't not love football.
He is a sports head, big time.
Oh, absolutely. But to me, there is no better sport. And I might get beat up by your viewers. And hey, it's fine. There's no better sport than soccer to me. It's constant motion. and there's no, you sub somebody out, they can't come back in. They got to make tactical subs. They got to, put the best man at the right position to get, goals or stop goals, whatever have you. It's incredible. And if you're not a fan, then what are you doing with your life? Go watch the highlights.
Yeah, at least go watch the highlights. You'll become somewhat of a fan, if not a full fan.
Absolutely.
But actually, so what honestly got me into watching soccer a few years ago is when I first started We the Champs. I wanted to touch on everything: bare knuckle boxing, freaking synchronized swimming. But more importantly, I was like, man, let me dive into some soccer. And Jordan and my boy Amador. Shout out Amador.
Hey, little hoodie, what's good, boy?
Yeah, he was giving me some advice or, just giving me information. It was like, oh, these are these teams. This is how they do. And I fell off. But I was, peeping in a little bit. And most previous Premier League season, I was really dove into it. And there was no way I was trying to miss the freaking FIFA World Cup this year.
Yeah, man.
And it was big time. But let's discuss some players from the tournament.
Yeah.
Other than Mbappe and Messi, who did you really see that stood out? And, who really made some noise through that tournament for you?
Made some noise. There's a couple of people. Obviously Ronaldo, Mbappe, Messi, gonna be your top three. Ronaldo didn't really make as much noise as you would have wanted. He was benched a couple. Sad. Yeah, he was benched a couple games.
They didn't put him back in.
Because he's a serial winner. That's what you do. But they had Luka Modric, who dragged that Croatian team back to the semifinals. They got drugged by Argentina, which, that was bound to happen. But Luka, and possibly his last World Cup tournament, undoubtedly one of the best midfielders all time. He'll go up in that pantheon for sure.
Hey.
You got Ramos from Portugal, who nobody knew about. He started over Ronaldo in there. I think it was
like who was the guy? Who is the guy that took a Ronaldo spot? Like what's going on here?
You know how much pressure you gotta have? Dude had 3 international appearances before that game. Scored 3 goals. He went stupid, absolutely dumb. So
he rose. He embraced the moment.
Hey,
that's what's up.
You have to. There's so many. You got people like Enzo Fernandez for Argentina, who just won Young Player of the Tournament. He didn't score a whole bunch of goals, but he had important moments like great assists, great hold-up play. You got Guardiola from Croatia, who's a center back, who made a lot of noise on the defensive end. He's probably going to get a fat contract here pretty soon. So there's a lot of talent, and that's the best thing about the World Cup is that when you get to shine on the international stage, when you got 4 billion people watching you, 4 billion people watching you, and that was just for the final, right?
Right.
That's half the world. You got all those people watching you. You step up to the plate, you're gonna get rewarded with some cash, bro.
know, right?
You're gonna get rewarded.
Just think, after doing what you do, like not just your play, but your face being out there. These big European teams are gonna want to show your face, market you like, oh, here's the World Cup hero.
Absolutely.
Took his team to the semifinals and whatnot.
Yeah, man.
Now, speaking of the semifinals, we had one African nation up in there real quick, Morocco. There's a song I like. It's like, oh, Morocco.
Nah, that was not. I've never heard that.
They sing that in?
I have not. I hope not. And if they do, I hope it was better than that. Oh, that's gold. Yeah, man. Morocco did their thing. First African nation to get to, I believe, the quarterfinals, which was just brilliant in itself. And then to get even further to almost beating, they didn't almost beat France, but they held France to 1-0, like a 1-0 win. That Moroccan team they were great on defense, and that was like their staple. It was like you couldn't score on them. I think up until that French goal in the semifinals, they had not been scored on by the opposition. They only gave up 1 goal, and that was by their own player, like an own goal. So
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like perfect defense, and then they would just go on counterattack runs and just blaze right past you, get a goal, and just like nothing you could do. So shout out to all the Moroccans, man. Y'all held it down. There's a lot of new fans out there for sure. And it was just incredible to see. This is probably, like I said, And I said off camera, I think this is probably the best World Cup that there's ever been. And for it to end like that too is just it's beautiful. A thing of beauty.
It was awesome. Now, you speak of the defense of Morocco, man. So I like this reference. So I feel like a great defensive team is put together and driven with passion.
Oh, yeah.
Just think, on offense, it's flashy and whatnot. You have passion on offense too.
Definitely.
And you got the skill to do whatever. But defense, you're trying to keep up with that.
That's the dirty
You're trying
work.
that's the dirty work,
Yeah,
man. You're trying to
man.
prevent that. Like, just think in
Yeah.
basketball, you got to get in your stance. You know what I'm saying? You got to squat. You got to really work with them. Like, get
Exactly.
there. You miss a step. You got to catch yourself. Football. So just imagine playing freaking cornerback. And I'd even say playing defense in soccer is somewhat close
Oh, yeah.
to playing cornerback and
Oh, yeah.
playing defense.
Because, I mean, think about it. Cornerback has got to be the most skilled position in football, right? Because, I mean, granted, if you give up any kind of yards, you can get burned, and that's a touchdown.
Or
with
space, any separation. That's
anything.
They're gonna
Anything.
catch
The
that
way
ball.
the way these quarterbacks and wide receivers are now, it's like just toss it up and go. But like, think about it this way: a cornerback is essentially what a right back is in soccer, and they have to go up against Mbappe.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're
That
talking
guy's
about
a monster.
dude, an Olympic sprinter. Like, you give up any space, and he's taking you to the house.
He's an Olympic sprinter?
I mean, he
Or-
could probably be an
Oh
Olympic
yes,
sprinter. He's-
absolutely.
He's one of the fastest people I've ever seen on a football pitch. On a soccer pitch for y'all Americans. But
So my first introduction to Mbappe was like, I think it was maybe last year before last, and I was watching him. What's he play for? PSG.
PSG, yep.
And I'm just watching this dude. Bow, bow. He's blitzing everybody, just straight up getting to it. And one of the plays, the goals, he was offsides. But I was just fascinated, like, what in the world? So I seen him in that one game. Then I started seeing his face everywhere. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this guy's the guy.
He's been the last 3 FIFA covers or something like that.
Yeah,
So he's definitely taking it for the next generation, which is exciting to see. But I mean, it's still Messi's world right now. We're still living in Messi's world, so gotta
Right.
respect that.
That was awesome. And
Yeah.
Mbappe, he was the second player ever to have a hat trick in the FIFA finals, right?
Yeah, dude, how wild is that? Turned it on, scored 2 in 90 seconds.
2 in 90 seconds, bro. What?
And that second goal, it was just a 1-2, and he caught it. He looked at it while it was coming over the air and caught it while he was falling down.
Yeah,
He slotted that thing, man.
the goalie touched that, got his hand on that one too.
Yeah,
didn't
dude, but when you're kicking it that hard, there's not much you can do to stop it. When that man is in,
he? Gotta get your palms on it or
hey,
something.
bro, they say he looks like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, which is funny, bro. Which is funny because he kind of does, but hey, man, Master Splinter taught him well. You know what I'm saying? So, for sure.
Okay. All right. So, like we discussed before the show, like a lot of these FIFA World Cup champions are the same recurring teams we've
Right.
seen every time. So, what do you say? You said 8 teams.
Only 8 teams have won it in its
8
history.
nations?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, with the West Germany, they won a couple times. That would just be considered Germany.
Yeah, that's still considered Germany. Brazil's got 5. Argentina just got its first since 1986. You got who else? You got Germany. I think has 4 now.
I remember they won that one 8 years. Was it 8? It's every 4 years, right?
Every 4 years, yeah. So 2014.
8 years. The sub got the.
Yeah.
I
That
don't
was
know
against
the exact-
Argentina, too?
That was,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Lionel was in that
Yeah,
one.
Mario Götze.
Mhm.
He scored it in like the 112th minute or something, and it was the only goal in that entire game. And people were like, that's Messi's last chance. But that was a good Argentina game, and Mario was actually rooting for Argentina in this one. But yeah, dude, it just goes to show you how hard it is to win that.
And then
that-
it's every 4 years too, so it's really messed up. Like,
Yeah.
you think of all the other sports leagues, they have a annual champion.
Yeah,
This
man.
is once in every 4 years annual champion. So you lose in that championship game, it's like, damn, I got another 4 years.
Which is incredible to think, because like we can toss it back to Mbappe. He's 23,
23.
and he had a chance to win 2 back-to-back World Cups already. His first 2 World Cups, and he was that close from winning 2 of them. So I mean, he's going to go down as one of the best for sure. And like I said, it's about to be his generation. He's going to be numero uno easily.
Easily.
But yeah, man, that's why you be seeing grown men crying when they win that, because they know it's not many opportunities.
What's Buddy's name that kicked the game winning free kick at the end?
Oh man, I don't, dude. To be
He
honest,
had the tattoo. He had like the tattoos right here.
Right,
bro. He kicked the ball. I thought this man was gonna like run like. He kicked it. He was like,
took his shirt off. Yeah, bro. He had to cover his face. Hey, man, I don't care. I'm crying like a baby. I win the World Cup for my nation. Let them tears flow, bro, because you know it's not going to be many opportunities like that.
Right.
For sure.
Now, I got a question for you. So, these recurring champions, France, Argentina, Brazil, etc., what do they have that's so different from the rest of the nations? Like, what keeps bringing them back there? Is it the players? Is it the culture? Like, or is it like what's going on there?
It's the soccer culture, man. It's so heavily ingrained. You've got a place like Brazil where, you know, you're 4 or 5 years old, growing up in the favelas, which is like the slums, and all you're doing is just dribbling the ball. From the time you can walk, dribbling the ball. So I mean, and that's why everybody's like, yo, what's it going to take for the United States to win something like that?
Like, never.
It's going to be a long time, bro. Because we've got basketball, football, baseball. We got all these other sports. Like,
I have to, like, create some kids in the lab and just
bro,
get them in the laboratory, just start kicking that.
DD.
It's just like edit their,
man.
splice their DNA so they just, as soon as they start walking, just start kicking the ball.
Hey, so you can do some keepy ups and dribble it the whole time. But yeah, because even think about it this way, even the countries that.
But like I said, well, more specifically, like how is it that France and Argentina are over the other nations with this kind of culture?
Well, okay, so you got to think about it. There's what's called golden generations, right? So with Messi, for instance, Messi's been the best player for like the last 20 years, say. But he never had a supporting cast until this generation of footballers came up with them, and he didn't have to do it all by himself.
Right.
So you'll have great talents, you can have great players, but as we all know in all sports, a great player does not equal a great team.
Right.
So I mean, like Brazil won it in back-to-back years. They almost won a third one, I think, in 2006. They went to a semifinal when they had R9 Ronaldo. And it's just, you know, it's the only thing. They eat, breathe, pray, preach soccer. Like, it's something that we won't understand, and that's why it's kind of nice to get the World Cup, get a glimpse of it. You know.
So it's somewhat. I mean, you can compare it pretty much to like basketball in America.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
How we go and win the Olympics every year.
Yeah, that, or like the fact that a freaking basketball goal, a toy basketball goal, is a Christmas gift to a 2-year-old child, and they just
everybody had the Fisher Price, bro. Easily.
And then it's so recreational, like you just do it through elementary school, middle, PE, and you pretty much you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's something you grow up with. You see your, you know, especially for like these other countries that got their identity tied up in these players. So they see them, they're like, oh, I can identify with that person. I can recognize, you know, that person coming down the street, kind of, you know. So until we get to a level of that here, it's not going to be the same. But we got other sports we're worried about.
Oh yeah, they don't need us on that.
No.
Hey, bro, they'll gang up against America,
dude,
if they're not already. But anyways, now here's a real twist in it. What are the girls doing?
Yeah,
that the guys aren't.
Yeah.
For their success. Now, what's up with that?
So, shout out to the women's national team.
Yes.
Here in the United States, because that is a dynasty if I've ever seen one. They're about to go for their 3rd World Cup in a row. 3 in a row. That is wow. 3rd World Cup next year in Australia. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've got 2 cousins that play soccer. They could dribble. They would literally have me in a blender. I'd be gone. It wouldn't even be close. So I love the fact that the women's game is coming up and it's getting more respect. It's just it's going to be interesting to watch for sure. I'm excited for that women's team. Heck yeah.
Big
Yeah.
time.
You
And
got
when
it.
did they go? They go this summer?
Next summer.
Next
well,
summer.
yeah, technically this
Yeah,
summer.
this
Yeah.
summer.
I forget we're already in December, bro. It's crazy. 2022 went by quick.
Bro, this is, oh my gosh, you're right. This year flew, man. We getting old. We getting
Hey,
old,
relax,
y'all.
relax.
Nah, I'm
relax.
playing. I'm
I
playing.
be getting up in our seats grunting.
All right, man. But yeah, after this show, Jordan and I are gonna go at some FIFA. Now, I am 0-20 against Jordan in FIFA.
At least
but-
he's honest. He's
But
honest.
today is my day. Yo, when I first played this, bro, I thought he cheated, put in some kind of emulator or something. It's like his players were moving so fast, bro. I couldn't keep up.
Come
You
on,
skunked
dog.
me 10-0, right?
I'm saying though, like, I played a dude the other day. He's like, "Yo, I play soccer." I was like, "That's cool. I play FIFA." Yeah, exactly, bro. He didn't want the work, but yeah, that's actually where I got my love of soccer from.
Really?
FIFA 2002, bro. Landon Donovan on the cover, so I'm a demon on the sticks. Come at me. I'm ready and waiting.
All right, sweet. But this was a great segment, guys. Hopefully, some of y'all will check out the FIFA Cup or embrace more soccer, actually check it out and whatnot, and we can see what the future of soccer will be in America about 10, 15, 20 years from now.
Hey, we got 4 years. 4 years till it's here.
Let's get them boys ready.
Come on.
Let's get them ready.
It's gonna be on home soil. You gotta go out and support.
All right, but you got anything else for us?
Nah, go soccer. Shout out Messi. Vamos Argentina.
Hey, Mbappe, you're gonna be the greatest, my man. All right, that wraps it up, guys, and appreciate y'all tuning in. And what show is this, Jordan?
Oh, you already know, so we the champs,
We
baby.
the champs. We out.
Yes, sir.
Good shit.